Hey, what's going on? We go to Paris Hilton's still around?
I don't.
Apparently.
I guess so.
Yeah, I haven't heard much. She's doing some serious endorsement work there. All right, downtown Albuquerque, partly cloudy skies right now. We're headed for a nice evening. Clouds going to clear their way on out. In fact, we don't have much here in the valley, but across the east side of the state, we're still holding on to some cloud cover, and now we're starting to see that dissipate as well. This is up in Eagle Nest, northern portion of the Moreno Valley. Right now, you can see some additional snow up on Touch Me Not Mountain and some beneficial snow across northern sections of the state over the weekend here, especially high up above about 9,000 feet. As far as what's going on right now, we're seeing these rain showers dissipate on the last back edge of this trough. And as the trough continues to kick to the east, high pressure sets up. Not as long as you would expect it to, but it is going to be with us tomorrow and maybe into Wednesday as well. 66 in the metro, west-northwest winds, 23 gusting to 28. 50s for the most part across the north, 50s, 60s, and 70s down across southern New Mexico. Looking at the winds, there's still a factor. Alamosa through Taos and Albuquerque down into the Socorro area as well. Even Ruidoso still up at 28 miles an hour. Farmington 29 and Cortez, as well as Clayton up at 32 miles an hour. Most of the precip now pushing its way farther to the east. A big ridge of high pressure is sitting to our west. Now, usually at a big ridge like this, you would expect this thing to hold in place for a while. This one's not going to necessarily do that. We'll be cool throughout the night tonight, and valley sections will be cold, especially in the high mountain valley sections as well. And then dry and warmer for tomorrow as the high builds in. The problem is slowly beyond that, we'll start to see more of a flattening of the ridge and more of a westerly flow across the state here for late Wednesday into Thursday. As that happens, temperatures will continue to warm across the area, and high fire danger will become a real issue as we get into Thursday and possibly into Friday as well. Now, the good portion of the weekend will be signified by the possibility at getting a storm in here. The question is, what kind of storm is it going to be? And it doesn't look like a big timer at this point. We'll keep you posted on that as we get a little bit closer. We'll start breaking it down. For tomorrow, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. Really not a big deal wind-wise tomorrow. But notice you start seeing an expansion in those 30 mile an hour winds across the northern half to 3/4 of the state coming up, and even into Thursday. Could see the winds crank up even further. So as the temperatures rise, the winds are going to rise too, and that's why we have some concern for the fire danger. Temperatures for the most part in the 60s around Durango for tomorrow, 61 in Pagosa Springs. Going to remain warm through Thursday with those breezes starting to increase. 69 in Grants and Gallup, 73 out in Chinle. Sunny and breezy, warmer temps for tomorrow as well. Over to the southwest, looks pretty good. Temps in the 70s. Shot at a shower will hold off until the weekend. Over to the southeast, looks good here. 74 in Roswell. 76 in Carlsbad and Ruidoso, so it's 62 degrees for tomorrow. Up to the northeast, temperatures here are going to top out in the 60s and 70s. A cool start followed by a lot of sunshine. We'll stay sunny through about Friday with some gusty winds out there across northeastern New Mexico later on into the work week. 50s and 60s over the northern mountains after a very cold start. 66 in Cedar Crest, 69 in Edgewood, and 67 out in Estancia. Sunny and breezy. Northwest winds 15 to 25, so not off the charts high. 69 in the foothills tomorrow, 71 in both Rio Rancho and the Heights, with temperatures just about perfect and winds not a big factor. So that's good stuff. Wednesday into Thursday, temps continue to go up, but we will pay the price with a little more wind across the area and higher fire danger, low relative humidities. If you want to talk more weather on Twitter, hey, you want to talk about dew point versus relative humidity, let's do it. Let's break this thing down at KRQE.
I've always wanted to drill down.
I know you have. Do you come right over to the weather office? I know you're coming around.
Thanks, Mark.